Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, the young gunslinger Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs take on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, an early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start
what's going
to
on,
get things going.
my friends? If you guys are watching this now later,
here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And
you want to watch a blind gamer play video games?
Now
not just this, but others.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
And if you guys do see Des Bryant on the team, it's because I signed him as a free agent.
Carried it the rest of the way, and you saw improvement week after week.
Signed for 1 year, $5.4 million.
Plays on a team that has those weapons that you're looking for, those key guys. It'd be fun to see him run an offense, as well as skillfully use his legs in order to gain some extra yardage.
Hopefully it's not choppy because it's about to rain here where I live. So hopefully the weather holds up.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, gotta go. Alert.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
And if you guys hear those two Rugrats in the background, those are my two sons.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So you guys comment and stuff.
Hurry. Let's go. Alert.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
You see it? Alert. Hurry.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Blue. Hurry.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Coming off the edge for this defense is Justin Houston, who's always a threat to get double digits in sacks. Had 9.5 in 2017, but we all remember 2014. 22 sacks that season. Would not surprise me to see him approach that number again before his NFL career is over.
You see it? Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry!
On second down, here's Trubisky. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Sit up! 180! Move, move, move. Hurry, hurry!
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. You get a look at Patrick Mahomes ready to take the reins for the Kansas City Chiefs. Started last year in Week 17, but now he's the guy in 2018.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how they bring him along. You know, a lot of people say, well, do you have some training wheels on a young quarterback? But Patrick Mahomes is at his best when he's a little bit more of a freewheeling guy who can use his big arm to get the ball downfield. I suspect the Chiefs are going to lean towards letting him go.
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Move, move, move.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Dez Bryant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, that's a tough guy right there. He knew that was going to happen. In other words, he'll have to absorb that hit. How about him securing the football, churning the legs a little bit, and gaining what he needed for a first down?
Well, that's the deal. On third down, these guys, they know where the sticks are. He obviously knew right there.
And if you want to be a dependable third down receiver, you've got to be willing to absorb those types of hits and make those sort of plays.
Mahomes now on first down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
180! We're go! Come on, gotta go. Alert!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 70 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just two plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. On the return, here's Kerwin Williams. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Jonathan Bullard in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Hurry!
They go with Howard to begin the drive. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Again, it's Howard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
You see it? Alert! Yes.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. Mahomes now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bears take over. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Come on, gotta go.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
alert! Alert, alert! Hurry up!
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Up! 180! Red, up! Hurry! Run! Alert, alert!
Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Tyreek Hill heading back out onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Mahomes. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, that's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Space to maneuver at the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
There we go. You see it? You see it? Alert! Come on, gotta go.
This is Howard on second down. Able to power through. Oh, he breaks another. Brushing off defenders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come on, gotta go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Red, up! Alert! Gotta go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's taken down. A Cheifs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. We're go. Let's go.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dez Bryant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered defensively. A disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Akeem Hunt now to return. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This one of 7 games on this Saturday in August in Week 3 of the preseason. We've got 2 more to come tomorrow, Cincy, Buffalo, and Arizona, Dallas. And then everybody gets ready for their final preseason tune-up of the year coming up on Thursday night. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least 1 more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Now Hunt on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to look deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Our focus now moving to Dez Bryant as he heads back out there. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. They run with Howard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Red, talk. Hey, alert.
On On second down, Trubisky. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Right, 80. We're go. Let's go. Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Look. Alert.
A give to Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Red, up. Alert.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 25-yard line.
Red, up. Hurry.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Move. Hey, alert.
They try again with Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Stop. 180. We go. Let's go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And out come the Chiefs now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll start with run on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or 2. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set. Right. 20.
The first throw for Henney, the veteran backup. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Let's go now. Go.
Now Henney. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to J.U. Chesson, and that'll make it 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ready. Right. 20. Gun. 20.
Henney. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now Parkey for the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go. Right, 8, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. It cost himself some yardage there.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Lucky 56.
This is Cohen. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! 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 Leopard!
Now a look at the backup Daniel. The catch made by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, It's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Leopard. Leopard. Leopard.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Check 4. Leopard.
They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Gun. Blue 90. Gun. Leopard.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun. Leopard.
And they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Here we go now. Detroit! No. Patriot!
And they'll go on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.